Hello and welcome back to our channel. From Kyrie's sick crossover against Steph Curry to his iconic game winner in the 2016 NBA Finals, Irving's made a mockery out of his defenders on numerous occasions, leaving fans amazed each time. Welcome to Hooper, and in this video we'll talk about when the NBA got humiliated by Kyrie Irving. Yeah, Kyrie's off-court antics over the years have earned him some haters, but that doesn't change the fact that he's one of the most skilled players in the history of the sport. After all, Irving's got one of the deepest bags of all time, and when he gets going, he looks like a wizard out there. Not only can the man dribble through a bunch of defenders with ease, but he can hit them with the meanest crossovers ever, resulting in some unreal ankle breakers. His handles are so smooth, he has his defenders looking lost out there. And that's the feeling Steph Curry knows all too well. As great as the chef is, he's been getting cooked by Kai for years. And when they met in January of 2018, things were no different. With around 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, Curry was guarding Irving, who hit a jab step followed by a pump fake. Then he dribbled left before going between the legs and hitting Steph with a spin move. He kept his back turned to Curry, let go of the ball, picked up his dribble again, and drove left for the midi, which he drained with ease. Curry looked lost out there as he had no idea what Kyrie had just done. But the worst part for the chef was that he actually played some good defense. Kyrie just had a better offense. The same goes for a lot of Irving's plays, such as his clutch play over Treveon Graham. Uncle Drew's Nets debut was one to remember, as he almost single-handedly carried Brooklyn to the W. But his best play came with around a minute and 20 seconds left in the game when Graham was guarding him. First, Kai quickly went between his legs 3 times, followed by a smooth crossover, and then he went behind his back. After doing all of that, he stepped back and hit the triple on Graham's head, giving the Nets a 3-point lead. But hey, at least Treveon didn't get crossed up by Uncle Drew, which is something Tayshaun Prince can't relate to. The Cavs faced off against Minnesota in January of 2016, and with the third quarter coming to a close, Kyrie felt like putting his defender in a blender. So after grabbing the board, he brought the ball up the floor and hit Tayshaun with a mean double behind the back move before whipping out his deadly crossover. It all happened so fast that Prince went the other way, allowing Kai to step back and drain the open three-pointer. But do you know what's better than humiliating one defender? Humiliating 2 of them. And that's exactly what Kyrie did against the Pelicans in 2021. With a little over 9 minutes left in the third, Uncle Drew drove left as Steve Adams tried to keep up with him. But then Kyrie stepped back to the 3-point line, and just when the big man thought Irving would pick up his dribble, he went inside the arc before stepping back once again. The point guard was adding so much razzle-dazzle that he had Adams dancing. So Eric Gordon ran over the double-team Kai, but it was all for nothing as he drained the shot over both men.
Jab step.
Ooh.
Oh. Rope-a-dope. Kyrie!
And so did the Nets bench, especially Blake Griffin. Though you thought this was embarrassing, wait till you see what Irving did to Avery Bradley in 2015. Boston in the first round of the playoffs, and in Game 3, Irving chose to humiliate Bradley. Avery's always been known as a lockdown defender, so he willingly stepped up to the challenge of guarding Irving. Seconds left in the game, Uncle Drew whipped out his signature crossover, and he lost Bradley in no time. He sauced and crossed Avery with ease before dashing into the paint for the layup. But get this, Irving did Damian Lillard even dirtier in 2013. And this play is proof of that. Cleveland was up by 7 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third. But Kai wanted to teach the rookie a lesson, so he drove towards Dame Dolla before turning right, and then left and hit Lillard with a pump fake. Dame fell for it in a heartbeat and went flying, allowing Kyrie to turn right once again and cash in on the easy layup. In the words of Chris Smoove, "Give that guy a manual, what are you doing?"
As with 10 fast break points, suddenly Portland with 11. Irving. Lost Lillard, which way to go?
Was also my reaction when Kyrie dropped Darren Collison. Boston was up against the Pacers back in November of 2017, and with 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Kyrie brought the ball up the floor before suddenly going behind his back near half court. see that coming, so he got his ankles broken and went tumbling down like a chump. Following that, Uncle Drew whipped out the spine move, ran towards the paint, and sank the layup. Funnily enough, Irving was wearing a mask for his game too. So yeah, masked Kyrie's OP. This was one of the craziest ankle breakers of Kai's career. Hit himself against Thabo Sefolosha. Within 3 minutes of the start of the game, Uncle Drew felt like humiliating someone on the OKC roster. He calmly dribbled the ball up the floor as he usually does. Then all of a sudden, he charged forward before hitting Sefolosha with a clean crossover, sending him flying. And you already know I've got to quote Chris Smoove again. Give that guy a map. Where are you going? After Irving made Sefolosha look like a fool, he stepped back and went between his legs before draining the midway. But hey, at least dudes like Thabo and Darren can say it was just a one-time thing, unlike Brandon Knight. Lost by Kyrie 3 times in one game. Uncle Drew matched up against Knight on a bunch of occasions during the 2013 Rising Stars game, and he flamed him like crazy on most possessions. Minutes left in the game, he drove to the right corner and went between the legs twice. Then he drove to the paint, dropping Knight in the process. Kai took things a step further with his next possession. Behind the back before hitting Brandon with a crossover, resulting in him getting his ankles broken big time. Everybody went insane, especially Chris Webber, who yelled, "Oh no, oh no!" But to make matters worse, a third time, a minute later, and of course he made the bucket as well. While this is insane though, it's got nothing on his shot from the 2016 finals. The stakes were as high as they could possibly be, as it was a Game 7 with a score tied at 89. While there was just a minute left, but Kyrie wasn't fazed by the bright Curry before going between his legs a couple of times. Then to create some space, he went for the crossover, sidestepped to his right, and took the shot like it was nothing. Steph even played amazing defense till the last moment as he had his hand in Kai's face. But that was of no use, and Irving absolutely humiliated the unanimous MVP. No matter what Curry achieves, people will always hold his shot against him. So you've got to give props to Uncle Drew for pulling it off. Whether you love him or hate him, you've got to respect what Irving brings to the table. He's one of the most entertaining dudes to watch, and it's all thanks to his unreal handles, amazing finishing, and fantastic shooting. When he's out on the court, fans know they're going to get their money's worth, because he's always does something jaw-dropping during games. Sure, his career could have been even better if he had a better attitude off the court, but come on now, he's achieved a lot already. Not to mention Kyrie's the greatest ball handler in NBA history, and that's what's allowed him to cook so many of his opponents. Share and subscribe to Hooper, because there'll be more awesome videos coming every week.